So the fourth unit revision we have to start. Fourth unit name is probability. Previously we have discussed regarding previous 3 units are there. So videos are there one after the other you have to follow in order to get proper idea regarding the unit. See, in regression analysis what you have done, you don't watch the third video first. You have to watch first, second, third. Seriality you have to maintain in order to get the unit perfectly revised. In probability, first thing you need to do is you have to go through with the definitions which I have given to you earlier in the class. Then each and every point you have to follow from starting onwards in order to get the chapter properly. In probability, most important thing is everything depends on your focus. Means how you follow from first point to the last point. So don't miss single second video also in order to get it done perfectly. Okay? To understand this unit, most important thing is you have to know what is probability. Probability is nothing but we are representing chance in mathematics. What is the meaning of chance? Probability meaning is chance itself. Suppose if you toss a coin, if I ask you what is the chance of getting a head, how can you represent? We can write in statement getting head is half chance. In mathematically 1 out of 2 means how many total chances are there, how many chances which are favorable. Favorable by total chances is probability. So or whenever you are dealing with probability unit, you just remember to write probability of event. Event means any equation is n of e divided by n of s, means possible outcome by total number of outcomes. What are those things? What is possible outcome? What are total number of outcomes? Where we'll deal with all those things? You can follow stepwise. First step, first we'll discuss which types of problems they'll ask in probability. First one is problem based on coins. Problem based on dice, single dice. Problem based on again 2 dice. And the fourth one, problem based on cards. We can see standard pack of playing cards. Just remember that card problems. And the fifth type is ball problems. Apart from this, many other problems are there. We'll discuss that one. Formula type based on probability based on formulas are also there. That we'll discuss anyhow. Coins, dice, cards and balls. These are the types of problems which you will find in the unit. How to deal with those problems. So what are the things you need to remember in order to solve these probability problems? First thing is important points to remember before starting the unit. So what are the important points to remember? First is sample space. If I ask you at the time of problems what is sample space, you should know. Based on coins we'll write different sample space. Based on cards we'll write different sample space. Now sample space means total outcome. Suppose sample space when 1 coin is tossed. If I ask you what is the sample space of 1 coin is tossed, you have to write S equals to. Now think, if I am tossing a coin, suppose I have tossed a coin 100 times. What are the outcomes? I can get different outcomes. Heads, tails. Head suppose 70 times, tails 30 times, or head so many times, tails also so many times. But apart from heads and tails, can we get any other thing? Yes. If you toss a coin, the coin it will taken by some other person and he'll run away. That is also one case. But we are discussing outcomes, means if you are tossing a coin, we are getting some value, either heads or tails. So how many outcomes will get? Suppose head 100 times, only write one time, and tails one time. That means total different how many cases you can get, that we are writing. Heads maybe I will get 20 times if we toss for 20 times, head may get 20 times, or tails may get only one time out of 20 times. Or just remember, when one coin is tossed, S equals to head and tail. So number of outcomes we find in this one is 2. This is when one coin is tossed. Now 2 coins are tossed. If 2 coins we are tossing, generally suppose if you are playing a game, I have 2 coins in my hand, I am tossing that one at a time. So what I can get? Both heads I can get, or I can get both tails, or one head and one tail, or else one tail and one head. See, just you need to understand, when 2 coins are tossed, what is the sample space? Sample space will be either I can get 2 heads, or 2 tails, or 1 head, 1 tail, or 1 tail, 1 head. You can write in one standard form. You can remember, when 2 coins are tossed, you can just remember head, head tail, tail head, and tail tail. Any other case? Guess any other case? Suppose if I am tossing a coin, I can get suppose tail and head. Check whether it is there or not. It is there. I can get both tails. Again it is there. I can got both heads. So if 2 coins are tossed, total number of different cases, whatever total cases, we can get this. How many times you are tossing a coin? Suppose I have tossed a coin for n number of times. These cases only we can get. Apart from these cases, we will not get any other case. Suppose 2 coins we are tossing, we can't get one as one coin is what we can say vanishing out, other coin is getting no. We are dealing with the outcomes. 2 coins we are tossing, we can get 4 different cases. N of S is equals to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just remember, when 2 coins are there, one coin is tossed, 2 cases we got, 2 power 1. 2 coins are tossed, 2 power 2. In that way you can remember, or easy way is count the cases and write. Now if I am asking you, when 3 coins are tossed, I can ask you in the problem, they'll ask you 3 coin problem. So when 3 coins are tossed, you have to write on the sample space. How to write 3 coin sample space? It is very easy to write 3 coin sample space. What we have to do is, 2 coins cases you can by heart, write in rough column. Now this one 2 coin cases we have in written in rough column. Now just add h to all the values. See, h I am adding, h t h, t h h, t t h. I have added h to all the values, comma. Now take the same thing, add tails to that one at the end. Tail, then ht is there, again tails, th is there, again tails, tt is there, again tails. So these are the cases of 3 coins. So 8 cases. Total number of cases 8. See, how to use is different. That we will discuss when we will start the unit. What you need to remember from your side, whenever coin problems are there, these are the things which you need to remember. If I'll ask you, 1 coin is tossed, what is the sample space? Means total cases 2. When 2 coins are tossed, how many cases are there? You should tell me. These are the cases. So first and second you can by heart this. Third one you can get by the second one. When 4 coins are tossed, suppose 4 coins are tossed. Sample space will be. See, for 3 coins are tossed, how we got the sample space? By adding h and by adding t to this 2 coin cases. To get 4 coins cases, just take down 3 coin cases. Now in 3 coin cases, first apply head to all the values. 3h is there, 1h I am adding. h t h is there, I have added h to it. THH is there, I have added H. TTH is there, I have added H to it. Then HHT added H. HTT again added H. THT, H is added. TTT, H is added. Then same cases we have to take. Now add T to it. HHH is T is added to it. Then HTH, I have added T. THH again added T. TTH again added T. Then we have HHT, T is added. HTT, T is added. THT, T is added. TTT, T is added. Now if we will find we will count the number of cases, we will get 16 cases. So once again check this one. When in probability, if coin problems are there, either 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin, 4 coin, 5 coin, number of coins are there. If one coin is tossed, I'll ask you at the time of problems, what is the sample space? You should tell me this one. S equals to HP. When two coins are tossed, I'll ask you what is sample space. You have to tell HH, HT, TH, TT. If I'll ask you three coins are tossed, you should tell me this case. Where we are using this, again you have to follow the next videos how to use it. Now you should know how to write down the sample spaces. Okay. Now these are coin sample space. Now we are discussing sample space for single dice or die. You know what is that? That is cube when we use in Ludo and all. That is a dice. When a dice is rolled, if a dice we are rolling out or if we are throwing a dice, what are the outcomes we can find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get 7 on dice? We can't get 7 on dice because cube has only 6 faces, 6 surfaces to it. So we may get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Any one case we will get. But in sample what we write? All cases we have to write. We can get either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So number of outcomes, total outcomes are 6. Counting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 6 power 1 is 6. 2 dice are rolled or thrown. What is the sample space? See, if I have 2 dice in my both hands, I am rolling out both at a time. What I can get? We cannot say what we are get. We can't say now what we are going to get because that is magic. That is not probability. How many cases we can get? I have tossed a coin, 2 dice at a time. I got 5 on first dice, 6 on second dice. It is one case. So how many cases we can get? That we have to remember to write like this: 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Then 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. Similarly, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 3 6. 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 6. 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 5 4, 5 5, 5 6. Then 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5 and 6 6. So n of s will be 6 power 2, or count the number of cases we have 36. See, in this problem what is the most important thing you need to remember is sample space. Where we are using that is in second video you can find it. In this first video, when a dice is rolled, and if I'll ask you single dice is rolled, you should know this. You have to remember, when single dice is rolled, we have to write S equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and now S equals to 6. This is the first part of every answer of dice. Then 2 dice are rolled. See, you are preparing for final exam. So, whenever you are preparing for final exam, what are the things to remember that you have to remember anyhow? Here 2 dice were rolled. S equals to 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3 till 6, 6 and number of cases will be 36. So we have how many types of problems in this one? One is coin problem, second one single dice and 2 dice were rolled. If I ask you 2 dice were rolled, what you should remember to answer me? This one. S equals to 1, 1, 1, 2 and N of S is 36. How to use in the problem that you have anyhow, you are going to get that one. Without knowing this, you can't learn a single problem of probability. So you have to be thorough with these things in order to answer any question of probability. Now we'll discuss we have to discuss one important topic, cards, playing cards, pack of cards, deck of cards. Standard, different pack of cards will be there. Standard pack of playing cards are there, na? Solitaire game you have maybe you have played on system. Nowadays no one is playing that. Anyhow, cards, some knowledge you need to remember. See, with which card we are taking out, we can't tell. That is a magic. Which card maybe you will get. We can give you the chance of getting it. Suppose first you need to know what are cards and all. Total number of cards in sample space. You have to take total number of cards. 52. How to use that sample space and all we'll discuss afterwards. Now, what is sample of cards? Now, what are the cards we have? First, total cards 52. These are the 4 different types of cards we have. Clubs, spades, diamonds, hearts. Clubs are there, spades are there, diamonds and hearts. We have these are the shapes, will be shapes present on the cards. Clubs, we have 13 clubs and number of spades also 13. Diamonds are 13, hearts are 13. Means what? In cards, 52 cards, we find 13 clubs, 13 spades, 13 diamonds and 13 hearts. Now, in clubs, these 13 different varieties of cards, in this, one is ace and one king, one queen, one is jack Jack, or we can say knave, and number cards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Total 13 cards are there. See, total sample space of cards, how many cards are there? Total 52, in which 4 different types of cards are there. 1 belongs to clubs, 13 are spades, 13 are diamonds, 13 are hearts. If I ask you, how many hearts are there in playing cards? You should tell 13. How many spades? 13. How many diamonds? 13. Now individually also I can ask you. In spades again same thing, we have 1 ace, 1 king, 1 queen, 1 jack, and the number cards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For diamonds, you have to remember 1 ace, 1 king, 1 queen, 1 jack or knave, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then here also in hearts, I can say that similarly also, but if I say similarly, then it is very difficult to understand what I want to explain you in this. See, we are not dealing with problems, we are dealing with the concept now. Sample space, total number of cards 52. Playing cards, we find standard pack of cards, there are 52 cards. Now categorize those cards. In category we can see number of clubs in this one is 13, number of spades 13, number of diamonds 13, number of hearts 13. These 13 clubs, that means a card will be there. Suppose diamonds are there, a card will be there with the diamond sign to it. 1 ace will be there, then 1 king will be there, that means diamond 1 king photograph will be there. Similarly, we have club cards, we find ace club card, we find king of clubs, we find queen of clubs, we can jack of clubs, we find number cards of clubs on the cards. Spades, 13 spades are there, we find 1 ace, 1 king, 1 queen, 1 jack and 9 number cards representing spades symbol on the cards. And 13 cards with symbol of diamond we find ace, king, queen, jack and 9 number cards. Similarly for hearts also we find 13 cards with heart symbols on it. Now collectively if I ask you, how many kings are present in the pack of cards? Pack of cards, 52 cards are there. I am not asking you how many kings in clubs, how many kings in spades. I am asking you total cards, how many kings are there? Immediately you should try and count the kings and you have to tell me 4 kings are there. Then if I ask you how many queens are there in a pack of cards? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 queens are there. Similarly jacks 4. If I ask you number cards, how many number cards are there? There are 9, 9, 9, 9. 9 fours. 36 number cards are there. Apart from this, diamonds and hearts are red color cards and clubs and spades are black color cards. Now if I ask you how many black cards are there, you should tell 13 plus 13, 26 black cards. How many red cards are there? 13 plus 13. See, 52 cards in total. Then we have these number of varieties in this, we remember. In 52 cards, what are the cards which has faces on it? That means figures. King face will be there, queen face, jack face. That means those are face cards. Picture of king, queen, jack is printed on the card. Whereas on number cards, only numbers are printed on it. If I ask you how many face cards are there in clubs, there are 3 face cards in clubs, 3 face cards in spades, 3 face cards in diamonds and 3 face cards in hearts. Total face cards are 3 fours, 12 face cards are there. If I ask you how many red face cards are there, how many red face cards are there? Red cards are, these 2 lines are red, 3 plus 3, 6 red cards are there. How many black face cards are there? 6 black face cards. How many aces are there in the pack of cards? 4 aces are there. How many black aces are there? 2 black aces. How many red aces are there? 2 red aces. So if I ask you total cards 52. If I ask you how many black cards in total 26 black cards. How many red cards in total? 26. So individually you should know how many cards are there. These are the things which you need to remember. Remaining how to use those things will be discussed in the next video. So everyone have to follow this video, then we can discuss the second video. Okay.